Hi everyone, welcome to the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. I'm GoLocal News Editor Kate Nagel. Thanks for kicking off your Friday afternoon with us here downtown as we head into the weekend. But as we usually do most Fridays, we start with Ray Rickman's Big View. The former state representative, Deputy Secretary of State, now heads up Stages of Freedom, is going to give his video editorial.
So, beginning to be the end of the year. We have, another 10 days and it'll be a new year, a new beginning. And I always suggest that to people. People wait till New Year's to come up with their resolutions. I come up with mine about now, and I have 3. And one of them is to be a little friendlier. I'm friendly enough, but I want to be a little friendlier. I know a few people who you just love to be in their presence. I don't want people to love to be in my presence, but I want to be personally 10% happier next year than I have been. When you turn into an advocate, as I have done recently in the last 2 or 3 years, you're always pushing somebody to do something, particularly for kids, and they get easily offended. The head of education for the state of Rhode Island is offended because I complain about the job he's doing. That's my volunteer job, to complain about the poor education our children are getting, particularly minority children in Central Falls, Providence, Pawtucket, and Woonsocket, and the like. It's very sad. So, going to be a little friendlier, going to be a little nicer when I ask people to work a little harder on behalf of our children's education. Something fabulous I'll share with you. For 11 years, one of my many hobbies is to clean the Korean War Monument. In the summer, June, July, August, I pick up cigarette butts, I do the whole thing, butts, cigarette butts, and bottles, everything. And in the winter, I just pick up the beer bottles and the whiskey bottles and the coffee cups and things like that. So I hadn't done it in about 2 weeks. Again, 3 or 4 months out of the year, I do it every day. In the winter, I do it once a week. And I had forgotten, so it might have been 10 days. And yesterday, 5:30, off I go across the river to the Korean War Monument to clean up whatever's there. And as I get close, I don't see anything. And I'm a little relieved because I want to go Christmas shopping. But then I see a young Latino woman, probably high school. She reaches over in front of the monument, and underneath his feet are 2 coffee. One, it's kind of funny. One is Starbucks, and the other one is Dunkin' coffee cups, cardboard. And they're there, and this young woman picks them up, and I'm just thrilled that she's doing it. And I say to her, that's wonderful. And she said, I can't believe someone would disrespect Korean soldiers, Americans who fought in Korea like this, to use it as a garbage bin. This is what she said. Then she's looking for a place to throw them. And I say, I'll take them, because I'm walking towards the Supreme Court, and there are 2 garbage disposal things there. And I say, again, thank you. She says, I don't need to be thanked for doing what's right.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. I'm GoLocal News Editor Kate Nagel. Thanks for kicking off your Friday afternoon before the holidays. Here with us in studio, we'd like to thank Ray Rickman for coming on to give his big view. And I'd like to welcome my next guest into the studio, Senan Conte with Gerbs, a local business dealing with food allergies. Thank you for coming in today.
Kate, thank you.
I appreciate it. It's that time of year, but families who deal with food allergies year-round know what it's like to have family members and look to find good foods to be able to provide them in this day and age. And talk with us a little bit about the Gerbs story here and how this came to be.
Well, Gerbs saw a need for people living with food allergies, specifically children. My brother and I started the business. We were avid baseball players, so we saw how kids that had allergies really didn't have an option. So that's really how it started.
And so let's talk a little bit about that, getting this up and running. I know we were chatting before. You got a degree in psychology, but talk with us about the business side of things. When you said we really want to tackle this, how you really got off the ground and said, let's identify a place, let's identify a product, and let's identify a business plan.
Yeah, we identified whether we could reach our customer. So we went the old-fashioned way, and we're online. We're a total online business right now.
We like total online.
We're one of the biggest Amazon companies right now in America for grocery. We're sold on Walmart, we're sold on eBay, and we have a huge website ourselves and a big blog that you can find a ton of information on.
So when you started off and you said we're going to just go online, did you anticipate this level of growth? I mean, you knew the need for allergen-friendly foods.
We knew the need. The evidence shows 1 in 13 kids have food allergies. And the one thing we saw was these families buy online. They trust online. They can't go to the grocery store. It's a tough thing, if you have a significant allergy because, the nuts are out exposed this time of the year, the holiday stuff. They don't even trust it. They can't even go there. So that's how we knew we could do it. So now we do it pretty well.
You're so right about going online, and there are definitely some grocery stores that do have it out there. But if you've got that food allergy, you want that to go to the experts, to have that level of confidence, knowing that the product that you're going to get, because like anything else, especially if you're going out to eat, you don't know how allergen friendly they are. You need those resources. You need other people who say, "Oh, this is where to go for this." So let's talk about identifying the product and products and talk a little bit about that side of Gerbs when you said, okay, this is what we really want to put out there.
Well, we started with pumpkin seeds. Then we just branched. We kept thinking, your pantry, going into your kitchen pantry and seeing what you have. So we got into dried fruits. We're in over 30 dried fruits. We have over 10 kinds of granola. This is our banana dark chocolate granola.
Yum.
This is amazing. Great with, you name it, ice cream, cottage cheese, yogurt. We got into coffee, rices, grains, quinoa. We have all sorts of trail mixes. So we're just trying to be that one-stop place to come to if you have a food allergy or someone in your family has a food allergy. Come to our site, come to Amazon. You'll have it in 2 days.
So let's talk a little bit about nuts and bolts production. Where is this all produced?
We're out of Johnson, Rhode Island. We're in the historic Paul King Foundry building. And we started with a workforce of my brother and I and a part-timer, and we're up to 9 now with a part-timer as well. And most days, it's jamming. The guys are probably watching me. They probably have.
Hey everyone at Gerbs.
Yeah, hey Gerbs guys. They probably have Dominic the Donkey on or something like that. That's why I have my ugly sweater.
You totally win the ugly sweater competition. So let's talk about growth. You're talking about, again, having this presence online, seeing this demand in the marketplace, going from those 2 employees to 9. Sounds like a great Rhode Island success story to start. But what's 2019 have in store?
We have 2 major projects. One being a seed butter. So we see a huge need for that. There is competition, but we're right now in test modes of pumpkin butter as well as a 5-seed butter. And then we're just continuing our growth with online presence as well as Amazon. We moved into Amazon Canada, we're moving into Amazon Mexico, and they're dying for us to come to Europe. It's kind of scary, but to think that we were sold in a few local grocery stores about 9 years ago, and now we're going worldwide.
That's, again, amazing Rhode Island success story. Do you see the growth potential here in state, or can you do it in the Johnston facility, or you're going to have to expand beyond that footprint?
No, we've already expanded there, and we have a lot of space to move into. Yep.
So people always talk about small businesses and growth in the state. Have you worked with the state at all for any types of incentives?
Oh yeah, we work very close with the Small Business Development Center. Our guy is on it, Bosnet. He's the central director. They help us with lean production, manufacturing, just looking at your books. They'll put you in touch with the people that will help you. And I'm always amazed at people who are trying to start a business or have an idea and how to bring that idea to fruition. Go to the Small Business Development Center. They're gonna help you.
So you're like a Small Business Development Center is a success story.
Success story, yes, definitely.
So what would you say as a small business owner are the biggest challenges right now for you and the business, again, getting into the new year?
Well, for us, because we're not in the grocery store, so we have to market straight online. So I'm sure you guys are battling the same thing. So it's just getting our product in the hands, or having a Rhode Islander see our product is challenging. So it's just going out there, doing the necessary, doing things like this, going live ourselves, doing the posts, just letting people know what we have to offer. A lot of our customers that were with us from the beginning think, hey, pumpkin seeds, they just have pumpkin seeds.
Oh, no, much more.
We have over 300 products, and we have more coming as well. So every month it seems like we're adding something. So that's a challenge, but we love it.
So with the GURBS products, I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot, but let's talk about holidays and what you might be, like, what are your favorites of GURBS? Like, what are you going to be doing with all these products, just especially at home?
Well, we have 2 recipes on our blog for recipes for stuffings. That one have quinoa and wild rice. We have a wild rice that's amazing from Canada. You can put some GURBS cranberries in it, GURBS dried blueberries. And it's just off the charts.
Yeah, well, wild rice, especially some rices, you just gotta be super careful. Again, straight up rice, usually okay. Obviously, can't go the peel off route, but even you just want to have that.
Read your ingredients.
You want to have that assurance that what you're going to get, passes that test. And so, do you have those inspectors coming in? How do you deal and say we are, gluten free at this Johnston facility?
Well, we have the testing.
Yep.
We're top 14 allergen free. So the FDA comes in, the Board of Health comes in as well. I just thought of another recipe. My guy, Henry, does any liqueur, but he uses a vodka and he soaks our mango. So it's like a two-way recipe. You got the flavored vodka, but then you can eat the mango.
Then you get some boozy mango. Sounds like a fun holiday treat. Might be a good little New Year's thing to put out as well. Well, I appreciate your coming in. Again, the allergen market is just expanding, and you're clearly a success story here. The 14 allergens, GURBS, check them out online, of course. And we'll be continuing to follow your growth in 2019. Certainly want to have you come back in when there's new products, new announcements, as a success of a small business here in Rhode Island. So, Sonny Conti, thank you so much for coming in. And thank you for watching us. We're going to be popping down for a little bit, but around 1:30, General Treasurer Seth Magaziner is going to be here with us in studio talking about the latest from his office and more. So have a good lunchtime. We look forward to seeing you here in a little bit in the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. I'm GoLocal News Editor Kate Nagel.